possession into the front lane as it is being passed back out to Lily Messmore. Messmore gives it into the hands of a wide open three-point shot. This one will be off the mark by Amanda Franklin. Franklin misses it, and the rebound comes to Alika Young. Alika Young passes it up to Brianna Francis. Francis' shot is off the iron. No good. As Arthur Okaw looks to push. Into the front court is Jessica Franklin, the sister of Amanda Franklin. And that is Amanda Franklin. Her shot is up. This is no good. Tipped around and corralled in by Brianna Francis. Into the front court is Monduro. Monduro laying off the iron. And the rebound is brought in and taken back. But they're going to call a travel. This will be a travel on Audrey Henderson. And it'll be out of bounds, staying here with the Eagles. Brianna Francis looks to pass it in. She'll get it to Monduro. Now left side, Alika Young. Down low quickly as the shot is up. No good by Catherine Greener. She passes back out. Alika Young, 3 short. And the long rebound is going to be out of bounds. It'll go back to Arthur Okaw. This girls' game here, first we've had in a while on the main court.
Very slow, sluggish start here.
It will be Arthur Okaw bringing the ball up the court. Jessica Franklin has it. She'll look left side. Pass was intended for Lily Messmore, and it'll sail out of bounds right back into possession of the Eagles. Alika Young has it. She'll pass back to Brianna Francis. Almost a travel. She'll get past the half court, and her dribble will be out of bounds. I believe that'll be out of bounds back to Arthur Okaw. 0-0 is the score. Minute 30 into the game. Jessica Franklin has it. She'll pass cross court into the hands of Messmore. Back to Jessica Franklin. Cross court to Henderson. Henderson has it. She'll go baseline. Her shot is up, and it'll be long. Rebound falls down and it's taken by... That'll be Monduro. Monduro passes down low. Shot up, no good, but there's going to be a foul call.
As our second lunch was coming and held off on it for you.
You know, I will make the confession. I cannot eat meat today, so I was going to pass it to you yet again. I think the birthday boy got a special birthday treat for lunch.
I did. And I got my favorite snack of all snacks. Cheetos.
Whoa. You say you like Cheetos more than the sour cream and onion chips that you
Oh,
take?
no. I like sour cream.
Okay. I'm just double checking.
Okay.
Monduro misses the first. Puts up the second, and that's good. Monduro.
That's all you need to do is get me in trouble right now.
As Monduro can knock in her first, as that's going to be a lane violation. But she made it, so no whistle. That's 2 for 3 from the line, 2-0.
I like the shot fake she has on the free throws.
You cannot double clutch at the free throw line, but they'll let it fly. Jessica Franklin into the lane. Her shot is up off the back end, rebounded, pulled down by Elizabeth Urbeck. Over to the other side, that'll be Amanda Franklin. Messmore has it. Cross court to Henderson. A lot of sisters on this Arthur Okaw team from the men's team that we saw play yesterday. It will be out of bounds. Staying here with Arthur Okaw. Pass will go into the hands of Amanda Franklin. Franklin looks to drive on Alika Young. Will pass back out. That'll be her sister, Jessica Franklin. Back to Messmore. Back to Jessica Franklin. Into the lane. Her shot is up. This will be blocked. It'll sail out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. As Arthur Okaw retains possession. This Eagles team got past Horizon in their first round. Now the shot is blocked down low. Monduro swats it out of bounds off of Elizabeth Urbeck. And it'll stay here with the Conquering Riders. Waiting for the pass to come in. Cross-court pass into the hands of Messmore. Messmore picks up her dribble, goes into the low corner, and that'll be low for Amanda Franklin as it'll be out of bounds. Back to the Eagles. as we have a 2-0 score here, 3 minutes into the game. Up quickly. This pass will be given up as the girls look to get a move. Eagles have it. Alika Young drives in. Passes over. 3-point shot. Brianna Francis is off the mark. Rebound travels around and it will be taken in a jump ball. Safely picking up the glasses of Brianna Francis is Jessica Franklin, making sure that no matter what, please do not break my glasses. Brianna Francis will pass it in bounds. She looks left side, right back to Brianna Francis. Her shot is up and is now up. That is the shot attempt made by Becca Labardes, and it's no good. It's going to go back to Arthur Okaw. The foul would be on number 4. That is Becca Labardes. That's her first, the team's first. And something that you need to keep in mind about this team is that they only have 6 players, this Evangel team. So if they get in foul trouble, there might be a little bit of trouble. As will be worked up now into the hands of Amanda Franklin. And this will be a travel on Messmore, going back into the possession of the Eagles. Eagles have it. They'll pass up across court into the front court. A 3 from the corner by Mondoro is going to be long. As the rebound falls to Brianna Francis. Back down low, back out to Mondoro. Mondoro gets into the lane. Her flip shot up, no good. And the rebound will fall down into the hands of Amanda Franklin. She'll come into the front court as the ball will be out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles.
You know, with this 2-0 lead, this Envo team scored 71 points against Columbus. Against Horizon the other day.
We'll see if they can get the start going as the shot is up, no good. Big rebound pulled down by Greener. Mondoro, who had the hot hand against Horizon, will bring it up. Her pass is into the left corner, and we've got another 3. This time, Alika Young still can't hit. Big rebound and put back will be Brianna Francis. First points of the day come at the 3:53 mark of the first quarter. As Brianna Francis knocks down the shot, she'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
First field goal of the day.
Free throw is missed, as I do believe they have not given the points to the proper team yet. As it will be 4-0, it says on the scoreboard. And worked up now into the hands of Mondoro. Mondoro has it.
That's the correct score, 4-0.
Correct score. 4-0 in favor of the Eagles. Into the front court, Alika Young. She will throw it up and in. 6-0. Arthur Okaw yet to put the ball in the basket. They'll pass over now. A 3-point attempt. Let's see if they can do it here. And this rattles out. Amanda Franklin attempt from deep. Mondoro brings it back. Her shot just inside the 3-point line will be no good, as they have the opportunity, Arthur Okaw that is, to pull into this lead. Amanda Franklin. As there will be a timeout taken by Arthur Okaw and Troy Mass. We'll go ahead and take a step aside with them. Score 6-0. 2:55 in the first.
Psst, it's me.
You today. This is game 3 of 8. Brent Young, Keith Myers. As if you are listening, there is a NFL draft, NFL trade that really shocks the world as people are talking about that on Press Row. Go ahead, Brent.
Brandon Marshall actually, after a surprising trade earlier in the week as LaShawn McCoy went to the Buffalo Bills, now it is Brandon Marshall, the star wide receiver for the Chicago Bears, is heading to the New York Jets. We'll find out more on those details and let you know as the shot is taken in the lane. Still a 6-0 lead for the Eagles. On the arm, it'll be out of bounds as the shot was up and attempted by Amanda Franklin. A lot of shakeup in the NFL. Obviously, if you're from Indiana, where Indiana SRN is from, it's a big time off season for free agency for the Indianapolis Colts. A lot of pieces they need to start to make. Interesting for the Colts today as they did not re-sign Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne is officially done being a Colt. Little tidbit for Keith Myers. As it will now be worked around, Jessica Franklin has it, top of the key. She looks to get into the lane. Instead, will pass over right elbow, extended. Into the lane is Henderson. She'll pass back over to Messmore. Messmore to Franklin. Franklin into the lane. That's Jessica Franklin as her shot is up, no good. As I do believe there was a push. And that will send Franklin to the free throw line with a chance to get on the board.
3 sets of sisters on this Okaw team.
The first free throw is a swish, dead on, right down the middle. 3 sets of sisters and one with 3 sisters.
Yes.
And the second free throw is up and good for Jessica Franklin. Her sisters, Alexa and Amanda, play on the team. Bring it up the court and into the front hands of Alika Young, and her shot is up, no good. Now shot put back up, and this one will be missed. Rebound falls down to the hands of Messmore. Up quickly into the front court. Amanda Franklin has it. She looks to pass down low, and it will be stolen. Back quickly, Mondoro has it. Mondoro, the easy way that she gets her points, as she'll get a point and the bucket. Foul will go on Henderson. Madeline Hedison. No, Audrey Hedison, pardon me. Checking into the game will be Anna Hauk, giving a rest to Jessica Franklin. Sizing up the first free throw. This will be up and off the iron. So just the made lay-in, but it goes back to Mondoro with the save. Her 3 up, no good. Rebound down into the hands of the newly entered Taylor Ann Newsom as her glasses fell off of her head, and it will be out of bounds back to Arthur Okaw. A very nice job there by the ref, making sure that the glass is okay for Taylor Ann Newsom.
Safety first.
Safety foist. Amanda Franklin with the ball now with her sister Jessica Franklin out of the lineup. Gets into the lane. Her shot is up off the backboard and through.
Off the window kiss.
Off the window kiss, as you can say. Up quickly. Pass over to Brianna Francis, and her shot is up, no good. Rebound deflected and falls down into the hands of Audrey Henderson, out of bounds. But they're going to give a foul instead on Brianna Francis. Big foul there. As we mentioned, only 6 players for this Evangel team. As Amanda Franklin has it, she'll pass up into the hands of Katie Brandt. Driven in by Audrey Henderson. She'll go baseline and pass back out to Amanda Franklin. Given back to Brandt. Henderson has it. Brandt now in. Passes out. 3-point shot by Messmore. This one's going to be long. And as the rebound will fall down into the hands of Catherine Greener. Front court passes back to Mondoro. Mondoro into the lane. She will pull it back as a steal. Henderson, coast to coast. Her lay-in is no good. Rebound down by Brandt. Brandt passes back out. Shot up, and this is going to be no good as well. As Mondoro is down on the floor. Well, tie up. It's going to keep it here with the Conquering Riders. .23 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass is knocked around, down low. A little too hot to handle as Anna Hauk tried to corral it. It'll be out of bounds, staying here with Arthur Okaw. Passing it in out of bounds. Top of the key. Henderson with it. Passes back to Brandt. Over to Franklin. Franklin for three. This one is long. Rebound falls down to Mondoro. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Brianna Francis. Mondoro 3, 2, and 1. At the end of the first quarter here at the NACA National Championship, the score is Evangel 8 and Arthur Okaw 4. Stay here for second quarter action on the NACA Network.
Today's game is brought to you by Shin Technology Service Corporation. Technology is about humans and not about machines. Dave? One of the main sponsors of the NACA Sports.org organization. Bob Jones University was established in 1927 by Bob Jones Sr. Throughout his travels, Bob Jones Sr. saw students that needed Jesus and developed the college and the university from there. Bob Jones University. We thank you for supporting Bob Jones University and supporting IndianaSRN.org. Back in the broadcast now is Brent Young, a 8-4 ball game as Arthur Okaw took a long time to get their 4 points and really a sloppy first quarter. Both teams trying to fill their own and see how we go as we go back to the second quarter.
Absolutely. As we are ready for resummation here, Arthur Okaw has the ball. He'll work it up into the hands of Brandt. She will lay it up and in for two. 8-6, now a 2-point game. 7:45 left here in the second quarter. Francis forces it up after an almost steal. This one is taken by Brandt now. Brandt has it. Works it around into the hands of Henderson. Henderson, cross-court pass to Messmore. Messmore into the lane. Her shot up. No good. Messmore tried to grab the rebound with her own player, and that will be out of bounds. Back to the Eagles. Alika Young has it. She'll pass over to Mondoro. Mondoro double teamed. She works to shoot it from behind the backboard. No good. Brianna Francis, rebound and put back. 10-6 is now the score. A little bit more high scoring in this quarter. Franklin into the front court. Passes off to Brandt. Around the key to Henderson. Henderson into the lane. Her shot is up and long. Rebound comes down into the hands of Mondoro. Mondoro quickly up the court. Looks to get around the initial defender. We'll do that. Her shot is up and it is going to go out of bounds. Back to Arthur Okaw. As Jessica Franklin and Elizabeth Urbeck check back in for the Conquering Riders. The score is 10-6. Pass over. Now a three-point shot from Brandt. This one is long. Greener tries to come down with the rebound. Instead it'll be to Henderson. Cross-court pass to Brandt. Brandt passes down low. As Hauk has it. Right back into the hands of Urbeck. And it'll be Franklin setting it up. She'll pass it back over to Brandt. Cross-court pass Henderson. Henderson tries to drive in. Her pass will be back out to Brandt. Now Franklin. Henderson for three. Short. Rebound comes down to Brianna Francis. Now it will be up into the front court. As it will now be into the hands of the Eagles, and shot is up, no good. Rebound will be out of bounds, going back to the Eagles. Up into the front court come Arthur Okaw. Okaw has it. Works it around. Into the hands of Hauk. Hauk tried to get it. It'll be passed out of bounds. And it'll be over and back call, leading back to the Eagles. As it will be the Eagles trying to make a move into the lane. Passes down low, intended for Greener. It'll sail out of bounds. As there is a big-time celebration now. It will be for the coach up here, as the score is now 10-6. As we remember that it is his birthday, as well as the games going on the court. 10-6 is the score. 5:09 as the ball is now taken. As Arthur Okaw has it. 5 minutes left here in the quarter. The Eagles up 6-10. As the Concrete Riders have a bit of a lead. Keith Myers has taken a quick rest. He's going to have a birthday celebration. So now joining me with the call is our good friend who has been helping us all throughout the tournament, Travis. Travis, how are we?
Hey, I'm doing well, thanks. Happy to fill in for Coach Myers, and glad he gets to enjoy a little birthday celebration with the ladies from Horizon Christian.
How about that? Always got to love a little bit of cake. He's already had 2 lunches because I can't eat meat today. So interesting to see that he's now also going to get cake. As the 3-point basket was knocked in there by Arthur Okaw. Now down to only 1. 10-9 is the score. This Eagles team beat Horizon earlier in the tournament by about 30, maybe 40. As a pass inbounds to Mondoro. Kind of an alley-oop look as she's not able to finish. Back comes Okaw. They'll get it up into the hands of Brandt. Brandt will not be able to hit the 2. Long rebound falls down to the hands of Greener. Greener looks to push. Instead it'll be Brianna Francis. She crosses the timeline, spin move. Almost to travel. Instead right side into the hands of Mondoro. Top of the key, Alika Young with the hair flowing. Shot is up, no good. But she was fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Interesting job right there.
It was a strong take, getting to the hole, splitting the defenders, and drawing the contact, and now she'll have an opportunity for 2 free throws.
Alika Young at the line. Had a strong performance so far this tournament. Looks to continue that. Low scoring here early. Alika Young cannot knock down the first. Coming in will be Becca Leopardes. Checking out is Mondoro. Alika Young has 1 more free throw. That shot is up and it's good. Score is now 11-9, 2-point lead. Arthur Okaw brings it up. As the shot is in the lane by Franklin, too strong. As Brianna Francis will come down with it. Into the front court she comes. Cross-court pass. That'll now be stopped and popped. Alika Young for 3, no good. Down with it is Brianna Francis, and she's able to try and pass out. Almost stolen by Brandt, and now it will be stolen. A jump ball, and it'll go to Arthur Okaw. These girls are diving on the floor.
The coach for Evangel told me yesterday, when her team wins this year, every single win they've had has been by 25 or more.
Wow.
So they've got their work to do here this game, to pull away, but still a lot of time left in this ballgame.
As it will be a shot in the corner by Henderson. Off top of the backboard, out of bounds. Pardon me, that was Messmore. Subbing back into the game will be Henderson, and she will check out Messmore. As you mentioned as well, this is Evangel team. She was telling us before their game against Horizon, it's the first time that they have ever had more wins than the boys program. Kind of interesting, a little bit of a tidbit that they love to enjoy. Pass is stolen now. Taylor Ann Newsom up to Greener. Should have gone up with a shot. Instead, tried to pass. It'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Okaw.
This Arthur Okaw team is no slouch, and I think they're going to make things very difficult and might even steal a win here. So it's been a good game so far, and we'll see how things go down the stretch.
Taylor Ann Newsom with the baseline shot. No good. No one in front of Amanda Franklin, and she'll finish at the rim for 2. 11 all tie right now. Brianna Francis has it. Spots up for 3. Her shot is long. Rebound is taken by Greener. Pass out to Taylor Ann Newsom. Newsom will pass back out to Francis. Over to Alika Young. Down low. Intended for Leopardes. That's going to be last touch by the Eagles. Heading back in the Conquering Riders' possession.
Arthur Okaw playing some good defense there and forcing a turnover, and they've got a chance to take the lead here in this game.
It's been a slow developing game, but still very competitive nonetheless. Into the corner, Brandt has it. Brandt tries to go into the hands of, that would be Amanda Franklin, as her shot is up, no good, and rebounded, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Conquering Riders have it. A lot of action in the sports world today, as well as here at the NACA. As Arthur Okaw works it around the key. Franklin, back to Franklin. This time it will be a shot up and in by Amanda Franklin, younger of the two sisters out on the court. Alika Young has the ball, works into the lane, gets bumped, no call, as her shot is up, no good, and a jump ball call. This one will stay here with the Eagles.
Now, I kind of missed the beginning of this game a little bit. Is this Arthur Okaw's first lead of the game?
Arthur Okaw, it is their first lead of the game. Good look right there. Went down as much as 6-0 early. Passes in from Francis, intended for Mondoro. Worked around now, Francis, baseline shot. Opportunistic shot, but no good. Greener can't save it, so it'll go right back to the Conquering Riders. Up by 2 here early. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left in the first half. A little bit of a bonus footage here as the coach, Keith Meyer, celebrates his birthday. Pass from Brandt, intended down low, will be stolen, and a foul called on Brandt. It's Katie Brandt's first.
You know what I like from both teams, I'm seeing, just a lot of intensity getting after those loose balls. And, been some jump balls on the floor, girls diving around. So you always like seeing that if you're the coach, for sure.
Mondoro knocks down a 3. Mondoro's got range from deep. Can also steal and turn it into a quick 2. Up into the front court, almost a steal, and will be a shot up by Amanda Franklin. And that's going to be off the mark. But a rebound there by Urbeck. That'll be swatted out as well as Messmore and Houck check back in. Urbeck's going to check out as well as Henderson. The Eagles find themselves up by 1 after the 3-point made basket by Mondoro. Traveling call here. Good defense applied by Taylor Ann Newsom on the inbounds pass.
You see that a decent amount in high school when a player goes to take off, and before they put the ball down, take a couple steps, and the refs are all on top of that.
Seems like one of the main calls they make throughout the tournament, as now it is 17-13. Back-to-back 3-point makes by Mondoro, as Alika Young looks as though she is limping on the far side. She'll play defense, though. It will now be worked around. Kicked over into the far side as Messmore has it. Messmore will work it back to Jessica Franklin. She'll set up the offense into the lane, as I do believe something might be wrong with Taylor Ann Newsom as well. She'll check out of the game as Becca Leopardes checks in.
This is the problem you run into when you only have 6 players, with injuries or foul trouble, and here, short-handed, definitely can hurt you down the stretch.
Alika Young looking all right on that drive. Comes up limping still, though, as it will be Amanda Franklin up to Messmore. Lay in, good. 17-15 is now the score. 35 seconds here. Lay in by Greener underneath the basket is also good. Back and forth after its slow developing game. 25 seconds here. Now into the hands of Amanda Franklin. Her shot up, and that'll be a foul. Foul on the floor, so it'll be out of bounds here.
Now, if you're the coach, would you hold for the last shot here or just, take whatever the defense gives you?
We'll see what happens. I believe you should hold for the last shot, only down by 4. They disagree. Franklin will shoot. I guess first available shot, you'll take it, as that was a big shot knocked down there by Amanda Franklin. Now only a 1-point game. Mondoro, another 3. This one's off the iron. 3 seconds. Exciting game here. See what happens in the final 4 seconds here as Messmore will pass it in. Franklin has it. She'll have to hoist it up from half-court line. This one is up, and it's no good. And with that, It will be a tight game here, with the score being Evangel 19 as well as the Arthur Okaw 18. Stay tuned here as we bring you live coverage of halftime report as well as lead into the second half of this girls' game.
As people, we lose things. Huh? We lose our remotes. Come on, come on. Ah!
Educating students
Educating students
to become servants of Christ. Servants of Christ.
Para llegar a ser servidores de Cristo.
To make a difference in today's world.
Faire une différence dans le monde d'aujourd'hui. Einen Unterschied in der heutigen Welt zu machen.
Fazer uma diferença no mundo de hoje.
تغییر دنیا را در این روزا.
Мы можем изменить сегодняшний мир. Educating students.
Educating students.
To become servants of Christ. Servants of Christ.
Para llegar a ser servidores de Cristo.
To make a difference in today's world.
faire une différence dans le monde d'aujourd'hui. Einen Unterschied in der heutigen Welt zu machen.
Fazer uma diferença no mundo de hoje.
تغيير الدنيا داير وزان.
Мы можем изменить сегодняшний мир.
Live, Brent Young along with Trevor Harrison, right?
Travis
Harrison, pardon me.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was trying to get the last name right, and I skipped up on the first name.
No problem.
Travis Harrison with me for live action here as Keith Myers, the coach, is still getting his birthday wishes granted. As we resume play here, good play being shown by both squads. A tough end to that half, 19-18. A 1-point game as Mandoro has the ball just inside of the free throw line. Shot is up, no good. As you saw, both squads really push it forward down at the end. High pressure, back and forth basketball.
Yeah, I really liked how both teams really brought it, the intensity and upped the intensity there at the end of the first half.
As the rebound will be pulled down by Francis. Francis puts another stick back in. She's had a lot of those here in this ball game. As it'll be worked up into the front court, Arthur Okaw has it. Working around now, right corner into the lane. Shot up, no good. That was put up by Hennessy. Hennessy comes down hurt. Looks like she might have stubbed her finger. Into the front court. It is now going to be Mondoro. Cross-court pass to Alika Young. Alika Young has it. She'll get into the front court. Her shot up. This one falls through. Alika Young is still kind of limping a little bit.
She looked good on that shot, though.
Yes, she did. 23-18 now. As there's going to be an injured player here, as it will be Henderson. She'll check out of the ball game, holding her finger still. Now it will be passed in. Long court pass back into the top of the key. Worked around, left side. Shot is up in the corner, and this one falls through. That three-point basket will be knocked down by Amanda Franklin. Up into the front court, stop and pop from inside the three-point line, and that'll be Anna Mondoro knocking it down. 25-21. A little bit of separation for the Eagles. Let's see if Arthur Okaw can answer. The Conklin Riders have it. Into the lane. Shot will be passed and set into Brandt. Brandt to Franklin. Franklin down left side up top of the key. Driven in. Franklin's can really handle the ball. Both Amanda and Jessica. Now it will be Brandt. Trying to go into the post as it will be stolen from behind. Alika Young into the front court. She goes all the way and makes three people put up the shot. As there will be a foul called on one of the three, and they will give it to Jessica Franklin. That's her third foul, but only the first on the team in the second half. Almost 2 minutes in. That will be Alika Young to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As Henderson is meeting with the trainer. Probably going to get that finger wrapped up. First free throw is up and through for Alika Young. Another one of the strong players for this Eagles team. Remember, the game after this, we have another girls' game coming for you. It's going to be another fantastic one as Lancaster Christian Academy takes on FC Boyd. Stay tuned for that. Second free throw is missed, and the rebound is batted out of bounds. 26-21 is now the score. Into the front court. And pass over to the left corner and dribbled in baseline. Shot is up and through. As that fell down for Amanda Franklin. As the pass trying to go down low for Greener. That'll be knocked out of bounds. Arthur Okaw stepping up the defense. Only a 3-point game.
I'd say, what if I'm Arthur Okaw? Just keep feeding Amanda Franklin. I mean, it seems like she can't miss.
Down low. Double teamed. Kicked it back to Brianna Francis. And she was able to put it up and in from the baseline. A 5-point game. Into the front court. Works it around. Brant has it. Now top of the key. As Jessica Franklin has it. Back to Brant. Now Amanda Franklin. She picks up her dribble back to Brant. Jessica Franklin calls out an offensive play. Their set play. As they try and go high post, instead it'll be worked around and back into the hands of Jessica Franklin. Swung over into Brant's hands, and that'll be a travel. Drug her foot. Coming back now into possession of the Eagles. Score is 28-23, 5:21 left in the third quarter. Now brought up into the hands of Brianna Francis. That's a baseline shot by Mondoro, and that will be good. Mondoro really being the one player for this Eagles team, putting up the scoring punch. 30-23. Now down to the corner. Amanda Franklin, it's going to be a blocking foul on Greener. That'll be Greener's first foul. It's the first foul of the second half for the Eagles. Ball passing inbounds. Franklin tries to get it in. She finally does, but they're going to call a timeout, as this will be a full timeout by Arthur Okaw, and we'll step aside with them. Scores 30-23, 4:57 left in the third.
You can count on Tim and his professional staff for all your drywall.
Court in Dayton, Tennessee at the NACA National Tournament. The score is 30-23, a 7-point lead for Evangel Christian Eagles. I am Brent Young, joined alongside Travis Harrison as we bring you more live action. Keith Myers, the coach, enjoying a little bit of a birthday celebration as the ball looks to be passed in. As Franklin will get it into her sister, right back to Amanda Franklin. Thought about the three and will work it down low. Pass was a little short, almost stolen by Leopardes. Instead, it will be put up and no good. Rebound will fall back down, and that second shot put back will be made as it will be put up by Katie Brandt. Good for two. A 5-point game. Now it'll be worked around. Defense steps up after that made basket. Alika Young tries to go down low. That ball is stolen by Brandt. And then a foul on Brianna Francis. That's going to be Francis's third foul, the second in this half. And it's good to see that Taylor Ann Newsom would check back into the game, as she came out with an injury earlier, so it seems to be all right. 4:25 left here in the third quarter. It'll be Jessica Franklin coming in up to the front court. Passes it to Brandt, right over to Amanda Franklin, right wing, now left wing. It's Brandt. Extended, now left. That'll be Messmore. Down low into the post. As that will be out of bounds, going back into the Eagles' possession. Not even halfway through the third quarter here. Live action continues. Now a three-point shot put up by Taylor Ann Newsom, and this is off the mark. Brant has it. Brant looks to get it up into the front court, and that will be taken by Jessica Franklin. Jessica passes over to Messmore. They'll slow it down. 3:47 left. Eagles in a little 1-3-1, maybe a matchup zone. As they'll work it around. Messmore has it. She will carry. And that'll come back into the hands of the Eagles. Interesting change of events here.
Arthur Okaw showing some good patience there. You know, just trying to work the ball around. Unfortunately came away with the turnover. See if the Eagles can add to their lead here. Nice pass inside and a good finish at the rim.
As the rim will be finished at the rim as that was up and in. A good shot there for the Eagles. Greener is able to knock it through. Messmore has it. 7-point lead now. As it would be Amanda Franklin passing it into the post. As Urbeck will go back out, and a shot on the baseline. Jessica Franklin is no good.
Good hustle play there. Saving it, keeping it alive.
Offensive rebound in the corner now is saved. His cross-court pass. Franklin to Franklin. Amanda Franklin to the line for shoe. As they're going to call a travel, I do believe, instead. As Audrey Henderson will check back in, another good sign as she came out with a finger injury earlier. Alika Young brings it up and almost stolen by Brant. Saw her 30-inch vertical there. 32-25, 7-point spread. 2:41 left here in the quarter as the shot will be up and no good. And on the baseline as Mondoro misses again. Close game here. After the first two games today were a little bit of a blowout. Both did feature a comeback though. We'll see if this Arthur Okaw team can do the same. A three-point shot, top of the key. Amanda Franklin is off the iron. And the rebound will be corralled in by Alika Young. Up quickly to Mondoro. Mondoro looks to get in between two defenders. Instead, will have to pull it out. Picks up the loose ball. Over to Alika Young. She had Greener down low. Could not get it to her. Amanda Franklin instead goes coast to coast. Good defense there by Mondoro. It'll be out of bounds. Staying here with Arthur Okaw. 32-25, 2 minutes even left here in the third quarter. Ball will now be worked around. Top of the key will be Jessica Franklin. She'll pass back into the hands of Brant. Now worked around as Franklin pulls it back out. Into the hands of Henderson. Worked around to Brant. Now left elbow, Amanda Franklin. Gets into the lane, back to Jessica Franklin. Had a three for a second, instead goes into the lane. Her shot up from the free throw line, extended, is no good. As the Eagles come back with it. Now a three-pointer from Mondoro is off the mark. Both teams cannot find the bucket here recently. As this will be out of bounds, going back to the Eagles.
Yeah, I feel like we've gone about 2 or 3 minutes now without either team getting on the board.
We'll see if Mondoro can change that with this three, and that's going to be off to the right. Rebound, it is pulled in by Henderson. Okaw has the opportunity to get a good shot here. As Amanda Franklin had a Messmore wide open down low, she'll drive into the lane and do it herself. Score is now 32-27. As it'll be Mondoro. Stops and pops from mid-range. Had the open lane, but still knocks down the mid-range jumper. 50 seconds left. 34-27. Third quarter action. Worked over to the left elbow. Amanda Franklin drives in again, and her flip shot is good. We saw this at the end of the second quarter. A little scoring barrage put on by both teams. The Eagles have it. Up by 5. Kicked over to Alika Young. Alika Young back to Mondoro. Mondoro up, fake pass down to Greener. Greener uses the backboard, in for 2. And it continues. 36-29, a 7-point lead. 16 seconds. We'll see if they hold for one. Amanda Franklin into the lane, and she'll put it up. And no good. Rebound will fall down to Greener. Greener back to Mondoro. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. I don't know if she sees. 3, 2, and 1. She will put up the shot. It'll be right before the buzzer, but way off the mark. At the end of the third, the score is Evangel 36 and Arthur Okaw 29. Stay tuned here for the fourth quarter on the radio network. Travis Harrison as the ball will be worked around the key. Arthur Okaw still going right to left, wearing what looks to be Ohio State type jerseys. As the ball will be now into the hands of Jessica Franklin. She saves it before over and back into the hands of Brandt. Good save there. Worked back, and this pass is stolen. Alika Young has it. Also has Mondoro. Instead, it would bounce off of her foot. Has to pull it back. Good pass down low. Leoparde's short on the port. Put back by Brianna Francis. Also no good. And another put back there by Taylor Ann Newsom. No good. And another one. 5 chances at the basket. No good. Back comes the Conquering Riders. That's going to be a foul and a push on Taylor Ann Newsom. That's going to be the first on Taylor Ann Newsom. 7 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Messmore will pass it inbounds. She looks for someone to set up and will get it up and into the hands of Franklin. Franklin has position down low, and she'll finish at the rim. Jessica Franklin. Score is 36-31. Almost a steal here, and it will not be taken. Instead, into the hands of Mondoro. Cross-court pass to Alika Young. Taylor Ann Newsom boosts it up. No good. This will be out of bounds. Off the Eagles. 5-point lead. Arthur Okaw, chance to get it down to a one-possession game. Up into the front court. It will be Jessica Franklin. She'll hand off to Messmore. Messmore now on the right side. She'll get into the lane. It's going to be a foul called. That'll be on Becca Leoparde. We'll check. Trip to the for Franklin. Saved inbounds by Amanda Franklin. The long pass. Jessica Franklin has it into the front court as she will work it around. Back to Amanda Franklin. She spots up mid-range. Shot was off the mark and pulled in by Alika Young. Alika Young into the front court as her shot is up. And a foul there on Messmore. That will actually be on Jessica Franklin. That's Jessica Franklin's fourth. As the fourth team foul. Sending Alika Young to the line for 2.
You know, something I really like about Young is that when she drives to the basket, just kind of puts her head down and just goes right at it. You know, does a good job of just drawing the contact and getting to the line. So she's really doing a great job. I've noticed that several times now as she's driven in there.
She's able to knock down the first free throw. Still down by 6, though. Oh, pardon me. Arthur Okaw still down by 6. Now, the second free throw is no good. Saved in by Alika Young right to Henderson. Henderson did check back into the contest. She'll go cross-court into the hands of Messmore. Try to be saved back in the hands of Henderson, but it will be turned over. Mondoro has it. Mondoro down low into the post. Stolen and out of bounds. Staying here with the Eagles. Just under 6 minutes. 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. And I'll pick Travis' brain. Down by 6. If you're Arthur Okaw, you've done a good job chipping back in, but you haven't been able to get over that hump. You're keeping it within the 5 to 7 range in the past about 4 or 5 minutes. What is that next step you need to take to cut in even closer?
Well, I think the biggest thing, they just need to finish. I mean, they're doing a good job passing the ball around, and getting some open looks, but then, just not knocking it down. They've had a couple close range shots and just not able to finish. So if they could just completely finish those plays and get those easy buckets and then, turn around on the defensive end, they're getting some stops. I mean, they definitely are. So if they can just keep getting those stops and then finish on the offensive side, I mean, it'll be tied here before we know it.
We resume play as the Eagles have it. Underneath their basket, Brianna Francis. Stolen by Henderson. Let's see if they had listened to Travis on this offensive possession. Into the front court. Amanda Franklin out into the corner. Brandt for 3. And they're finishing early. That was only a 2. Foot was on the line there. Now it will be 37-34. Down to a 3-point game. Shot up by Mondoro. This is missed. Brandt has a chance at a breakaway. And she'll take it in. Instead, we'll pass it out. Amanda Franklin thought about the 3. And it's stolen. Brianna Francis has it stolen back from her. Amanda Franklin down low. That'll be a foul. As this foul will go against Brianna Francis, that's Brianna Francis' 4th. As Greener will check back into the contest. Remember, only 6 players on this Evangel team. 5:26 left here. Ball is passed in. Arthur Okaw down in this one. Worked around into the corner. That'll be driven into the lane, and it'll be a travel. Going back to the Eagles. 5:18 left. 3-point game. Alika Young gets it up and into the hands of Mondoro. Tries to make it 6. And she will with a made 3-pointer. Big time shot there by Mondoro. Into the front court. Amanda Franklin all the way down. Her shot up. Good. And the harm. She'll go to the line to try and finish the 3-point play. As that foul goes on Becca Leopardes. That's her 3rd. Foul starting to add up for the 6th-woman team, the Eagles, as Amanda Franklin knocks down the free throw. Looking for a contact is Alika Young.
That's going to be tough to find down there in that blue lane.
Yep. As her coach says, you're not going to find it. It's like a game of I Spy.
I think it's a needle in a haystack out there.
Needle in a haystack. Unless you have the colored contacts, then you can maybe find it. Unless it's a blue colored contact, that'd be hard too. And she's checking her shoes now. Everyone check their shoes. Travis's shoes are all right.
I'm good.
The final 5 minutes here will resume after we solve the contact issue. I believe she's just going to play with one eye. And you know what? We'll step aside. Crazy contact issues here. And when we come back, Travis and I will do the rest of the game with only one eye open.
This broadcast is for the entertainment of our radio listening audience. Any rebroadcast of Indiana SRN Sports without the express written consent of Sports Radio Network is prohibited. You may contact Mr. Wizard at Jerry at indianasrn.org.
And we're back here. The contact issue was not solved, so Travis and I have one eye closed. Mine is the right. His is the left. So together, we have full eyesight. Taken in, Greener is able to finish in off the backboard for 2. 42-37. That's a 5-point lead yet again. Worked around the key, down into the post, and the shot is up. And that's going to roll out. Henderson had the opportunity, put back up, no good. That's beat Urbeck. And now a jump ball call that's going to keep it here with Arthur Okaw.
A couple of opportunities there inside for Arthur Okaw, just unable to connect.
As they will try and get another look here. Passed around. Now down to the paint. Amanda Franklin cannot put it up and in. Another jump ball. And this time it's going back to the Eagles. Eagles with the opportunity to extend their lead. Substitution as checking back in will be Jessica Franklin, giving a rest to Elizabeth Urbeck. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left here. As the ball is almost stolen, a cross-court pass from Alika Young, all the way intended for Taylor Ann Newsom, is knocked out of bounds by Henderson. As she found the contact.
That's impressive. Give it up for the ref.
A great find. She wins I Spy. Alika Young decides to not even put it on.
She's got eyes like a hawk down there.
She's going to clean it. She was watching the court and looking for the contact at the same time. Can you imagine that?
That's some crazy multitasking right there.
I agree. As the shot is up, and there's going to be a foul underneath the basket as Greener had the opportunity to put it up and in. That foul is going to go. I do believe they gave it to Messmore. No, that's going to be on Brandt. Sorry. Now it'll be a free throw attempt. Standing at the line. First free throw is up. And that is through. And the second free throw is good as well. 44-37, 7-point game. Arthur Okaw up into the front court. That's worked over into the hands of Amanda Franklin. She's at the hot hand, but down by 7. Needs to start to rush. Down low into the paint. That'd be Messmore. Shot up and almost in. Rattles out. Back come the Eagles. Eagles getting to the front court. That'll be Mondoro amongst 3 defenders. Her shot rattles out. 7 points still. 3:40. Into the front court. Almost a put-up shot. Nothing going down for this Conquering Rider team. It'll be Henderson. She has it right side. Works it into the corner. Pass back out top of the key. Into the lane. Shot up by Jessica Franklin is good. And they're going to count the foul as well. Jessica Franklin has the opportunity to bring it back within 4.
Now she did a really good job there with the pump fake, and then got past the defender and was able to knock down the shot while absorbing the contact. So nicely done there.
As it was a great made shot and a great free throw attempt as well. 44-40 is the score. Opportunity to extend the lead for the Eagles, at least to gain back what it's already been, as Arthur Okaw steps up their defense. Into the front court, and now the shot up, no good by Alika Young, saved by Greener, but it's going to be taken by Henderson. 3 minutes, exciting 3 minutes, but Henderson, hats off to the pressure in the backcourt there by Mondoro, gets called with a walk. 44-40 is now the score. As Taylor Ann Newsom has it into the hands of Leopardes as her shot is up and blocked. Now back comes Franklin. Amanda Franklin into the front court. Her pass is stolen yet again. And back comes the Eagles. Has it taken away. Franklin with it. Back to Amanda Franklin. Slowly bringing it up the court. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the head coach of Arthur Okaw, Troy Mast. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left. 44-40 is the score. Down by 4 in this one. Important to make a basket here and not turn the ball over. Seems as though turnovers have really been the Achilles heel for them lately.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, just finishing at the rim. Both teams are getting good looks, and just coming down to who's going to be able to finish and who can't. And even when teams are creating a turnover, like we saw down here, they stole it but then negated it with the travel of their own and gave it right back. So once you force a turnover, just got to protect the ball and just play smart basketball. And should be a good last 2 minutes and 43 seconds here, so we'll see what happens.
I agree. As it will now be the Eagles on defense. Arthur Okaw with the opportunity to get it back within 2, maybe even 1 point. Passes back into the hands of Jessica Franklin. Works it over to Brant. Brant, left corner. Amanda Franklin, top of the key now. Henderson, jumper, good. Tough jumper is knocked down. Hardest spot. 1 step inside of the 3-point line. Back comes Mondoro. And I tell you what, she answers every single time. Score is now 46-42. Back to a 4-point lead. Arthur Okaw has it. Works it left side. That's going to be out of bounds. A turnover, giving it back to the Eagles.
That's costly here, especially with just 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes left. Down by 4.
But at the same time, still plenty of time. I mean, only a 4-point game. Let's see if Arthur Okaw can lock down on defense.
Especially with the way they've been scoring in the final minute and a half
Here they go
in
with the
these
turnover.
quarters. Arthur Okaw forces the turnover up into the front court, laying off the mark, but the putback is good by Henderson. As it will now be brought up the court by Mondoro. Mondoro gets it over to Alika Young. Alika Young with the new contact in the eye. Looks to see if she can get it going. Almost a double team into the front court as this is stolen. Amanda Franklin takes it, passes it to Brant. Brant off the backboard too hard. Cannot finish at the rim as there's going to be a pass out. Now Amanda has it. Franklin's shot is up and she gets hacked. Goes to the line with the opportunity to tie the game.
2-on-1 there. It looked like they were going to tie it up with that layup, but the Eagles doing a good job getting back on defense and making an easy shot into a tough shot, but Amanda Franklin knocking down that first free throw.
Knocks down the first free throw by Amanda Franklin. Messmore would check back into the lineup, giving a rest to Urbeck. 1:19 left. And another free throw knocked down. That is huge. And there's going to be a timeout taken by Arthur Okaw as they'll set up their defense. It'll be a 30-second timeout here. And I'm going to shoot it to Travis and ask him what sort of defense he would set up if he was Troy Mast.
Well, I would stick with, what they've been doing. This man has been working, so I wouldn't, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I would stay with what they've been doing because they've been forcing turnovers and, just play smart. And I would tell them, don't foul, don't go for pump fakes, anything like that. Just stay on your feet, stay grounded, and just, play smart and may force another turnover here and be able to go down and get another basket. So, like I said earlier in the fourth quarter, if they were just able to connect on some of those easy baskets that they were getting and force some turnovers, and Here they are, they would be tied up, and here we are with 1:19 left to go. So,
absolutely. Very good comeback here by Arthur Okaw. The craziest thing about every game so far today has been the amount of comebacks each team has presented. That just shows the intensity and the want to win in these tournament games. Arthur Okaw meets Alika Young at the line as she passes cross court. A quick shot up and no good, but the rebound and stick pack by Mondoro is good. 48-46. Would that be the last basket of the game? We'll have to see. Jessica Franklin tries to pass it to Messmore, and they're going to, I don't think you can call it kick ball on offense, can you?
I don't think so.
I don't think it can be a kickball on the offense, and so it should stay with Arthur Okaw. I think it could only be a kick if it's the Eagles.
Just unfortunate that play on the other end, though. I felt like Arthur Okaw played good defense, forced an air ball.
Right.
But Mandora, doing a good job crashing the glass and getting the points for the Eagles.
Pass is now going around, down into the lane and back out. It'll be top of the key. Jessica Franklin works it down to her sister Amanda Franklin. She'll try and drive baseline. Good close out defense by Greener. Instead, back to Hennessy. Hennessy has it into the hands of Jessica Franklin. Good defense on this possession by the Eagles. Hennessy into the lane. Her shot up good. 33 seconds left in this game. It'll be Mondoro. She picks up her dribble. Cross court, Brianna Francis. Down low. Leah Pardes puts it up and in.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time.
Opportunistic two right there. 50-48. And another shot. No good. As the rebound is pulled down by Brianna Francis. And we've got an official timeout. I do because her glasses fell off. A timely whistle there for Arthur Okaw. Have the ability to set up their defense. Eagles have it, up by 2. Mondoro tries to pass it in. She will get it into Alika Young. And passes up into the hands of Brianna Francis. Right back to Mondoro. As they will now foul Mondoro. 1.8 seconds left. Probably waited too long for that foul.
Waited way too long for that foul. As soon as she gets the ball in, you got to foul her.
Instead, they wasted 8 seconds off the clock there.
Yeah.
And they aren't even in the bonus.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This game will end with the inbounds pass, and that'll be the final buzzer. The final score here in an overly thrilling game will bring the win to the Evangel Christian Eagles with the final score 50-48 over Arthur Okaw conquering Riders. We're going to go ahead and step away here. We'll come back quickly for a quick wrap-up, scores, stats, and then we'll segue into the next game. Yet again, Evangel Eagles winners in this one. Stay tuned.
May we never boast except in the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ. The cross he endured. In his anguish he prayed earnest, with sweat like drops of blood. He prayed, Father, if it is possible, may this cup pass.